The Tonalic Studio Edition offers powerful tools to further shape the musicality and sound of Tonalics, making them blend effortlessly into your song. First, let's start with the Refine page. Here you can fine-tune your Tonalic track with detailed controls. It's designed for small changes and precise tweaks. For example, if a guitar voicing doesn't quite match the vocal line. Let's start with a few important basics. In the Refine editor, you'll always see the track of the most recently selected Tonalic icon. Double-click the scrollers to zoom out to see the whole track. Grab the scroller in the middle to move along in the timeline, or pitch. Grab and move the scroller on the far left or right to zoom in or out. And that works here as well. When follow cursor is enabled, the view follows the DAW playback automatically. Turn it off if you prefer to scroll manually. When you have the default voice leading tool selected, the gray line shows your current voice leading of the Tonalic in your song. Click a line to view possible alternatives. Select or drag one to switch. The chosen line will remain highlighted in white. And that's how it works everywhere in Refine. Any notes you've edited are shown in a white color, so you can always spot your changes. Double-clicking any of these edited notes will reset them back to their original gray state. For detailed editing of individual notes, use the pitch tool instead, to move notes by semitones. Holding Option on Mac or Alt on Windows enables a finer tuning control. And just like before, edited notes stay highlighted. Double-clicking resets them. Also, in the inspector of each tool, you can view, edit or enter values directly. When you have a multi-selection, each individual value is considered separately, so changes are always relative. The Amplitude tool works pretty similar. Each note has its own amplitude that you can adjust individually. Double-click to restore the original value. Finally, you've got access to micro-timing, and you can nudge notes up to 50 milliseconds forward and backward. But chords are always moved together, because only then your attacks will stay natural and tight. And, as usual, double-click any note to reset it to its original timing. You can open the Refine menu here or with a right-click in the editor. It offers undo, redo, and a reset per tool, which resets all edits on the track for that specific tool. Reset all resets everything at once, so use these commands with caution. And again, if you want to reset multiple edits in a specific area, select and double-click them. A quick note on drums and percussion. The voice leading and pitch tool are disabled here. But you can still shift the whole kit independently of the cymbals with the shift parameter on the set page. If you want to apply certain edits you made to multiple sections of your song, you can copy edits and paste them elsewhere. But there are two conditions to make that work. You can only paste edits to the same Tonalic playing the same chord. Simply set the loop on the original section, copy the edits, move the loop to the target sections and paste. Follow clip selection always scrolls to the currently selected Tonalic on the track, and zoom to clip selection automatically adjusts the zoom level. Another important button is the Refine bypass. If this one is active, all the Refine edits will be ignored and you will hear Tonalic's original suggestions. This is great for comparison. But note, if you are leaving the Refine page, with the Refine bypass active, you won't hear any of your edits. The other key differences in the Tonalic Studio Edition is the access to sound parameters. And as a producer, you know how small tweaks, less drive here, more effects there, can make or break an idea. So drive controls amp distortion and additional processing, but the range is limited to keep the original idea of the recorded sound intact. And you can't completely turn it off. Use the ambience control to set the ambience level, or turn it off entirely if you prefer dry sound. Additional effects can also be turned off, if you, for example, want to apply your own effects after the Tonalic plugin. For drums, there's an additional fourth knob to adjust the mix of kit and cymbals. Far left is kit only, far right is cymbals only, and anywhere in between gives you any blend you like. And as always, double-clicking any parameter resets it to the original value. By the way, the sound parameters apply to all Tonalics of one set, so they are essentially meant for one track. Okay, that's it for now for all you Tonalic Studio users out there. Enjoy working with Tonalic and check out the other tutorials for more tips and tricks and other exciting topics.